Hey, what's up, all you pirates and samurai out there in the land of Wano? I'm Duuz-Diz-Din, and I'm coming at you with another One Piece chapter review. This time it's chapter 991, titled Let Us Die, which is like, Oda, dude, chill out a little bit, okay? Just chill. Nobody needs to die here. Well, according to some people, somebody needs to die at some point for stakes and all that. Really rev up the tension. People saying that in a kabuki play is the third act where you see a major loss, so everyone's kind of predicting that to some extent, but it's really hard to say because everything kind of feels like, yeah, we got this. Like old man Hio said in the previous chapter, it's just like, I don't think we could lose, which like feels like famous last words, but okay. Now let's begin the cover story with finally Pound has been united with his daughters, and Gang Beige's Oh My Family, the complete family is here. Well, the complete family that everyone cares about. Chiffon has her sister and her father, and her mother is hopefully going to die at some point. But, the whole gang is here, and Gang Beige is looking like a proud papa himself. So it's very sweet, it's very nice. Hopefully we can move on. Because, wow, this thing has been going on a long time. But we pick up with the defeat of two of the numbers by both Luffy and Drake, with the various beast pirates and samurai questioning what exactly happened here. One of the Yakuza bosses notes that X-Drake looked like a dinosaur. And Omenhio's just like, okay, he has to be one of the officers, but why would he take down one of his allies? With page one also noting that, it's just like, Drake, the fuck, dude? We also continue on with that flashback X Drake had. Well, it's Diaz Drake, but I've gotten so used to saying X Drake, I'm not about to change right now. But he continues on with that flashback of Kobe telling him all about Luffy. It's just like, he's your friend, he's so close to you, but when he's an enemy, he's a completely out of reach, which I'm just like, Kobe, that's all you, bud. And even Drake is just like, what does that mean? But Kobe ultimately notes that Luffy just has this power, and we've heard it a million times. Luffy has this power to pull people towards him. He just has this magnetic attraction that helps him gain strong allies. That has always been his selling point. That's his shonen protagonist power. That's the power of every shonen protagonist most time. Pulling people who ordinarily would never be allied with you into your fold. So Luffy questions Drake about wanting to help defeat Kaido. Drake's just like, yeah, I can't really tell you the reasons, but our goals are aligned. And Zoro immediately steps in, like, yeah, no. No, absolutely not. Because, he knows that Drake is allied with Kaido. It's just like Hawkins, who attacked him before, just like Apu, so he immediately goes on the offensive because Zoro has always been the most cautious in terms of trusting people. That has always been his thing. And while Drake tries his best to kind of convince them, Zoro's not having it. Frankie's not having it, which took me off guard to see Frankie commenting about it, and Jinbei comments about it as well. And they each have their reasoning behind this. Zoro is just not a trusting person like that. Period. He's always been like that to kind of like, steer Luffy away from trusting people too easily. Frankie is a man of honor. He believes in honor and being a man, and he's just like, Drake turned too easily. Like just to up and say now I'm an ally of yours. Like, yeah, right. And Jinbei knows Drake, and he's just like, this guy turned away from the Marines, then he became a pirate, then he allied with Kaido, and now he's turning away from Kaido? Like, no, why would we trust someone like that? And without missing a beat, Luffy's just like, yeah, sure, he can be on our side. And all three of them are just like, what? No, dude, no, no, he can't. What is wrong with you? But that's always Luffy's thing. And it's another thing that is just his power. The power to just sense the intent in others. While, Jinbei, Frankie, Zoro, they're all within their right not to trust Drake. They're all within their right. They all have their personal reasons for feeling that way. But Luffy can sense intentions. Like, and of course they're mad at him for just agreeing because it's just like, dude, just like that, with no hint of malice or caution towards this dude. But Luffy can sense that Drake is telling the truth. That he has, he isn't just bullshitting here. There is some sincerity behind his words. And meanwhile, we have Page One and Ulti like, okay, that Straw Hat guy seems to be the leader. Let's fuck his shit up. So they start smashing through the samurai. Page One turns into his, Allosaurus form. I think that's what he was. I think that's what he is. I'd have to double check. Ulti turns into her hybrid form. They start just smashing through all of the different dinosaurs, out of all of the different samurais and all that. And all of a sudden, Sanji just pops out of fucking nowhere, running alongside Luffy, as he immediately spots Ulti, and he's just like, "Who's she?" He's just like, "Oh, it's that dinosaur dude from the capital." And who the fuck is that hottie? Like, yo, who that hottie over there? Let me holla at your little mama. But, Page One goes racing after Luffy to keep him away from Kaido as ordered by Queen. But he ends up getting a green star skull blast grass to the face. He's smoking that grass, y'all. As a shot from Usopp comes out of nowhere, Ulti's just like, what the fuck? Who did that? And she spots Nami, who, without moving her mouth, says, I'm Nami. My favorite kind of pest control is getting rid of lizards. I hope you're ready to die. And it's just Usopp hiding behind her, speaking for her. And she gets super pissed, like, what the hell, dude? And, at first she's just like, well, whatever. It wasn't me talking, but let's fight anyway. Do your worst, she says while she's running away with Usopp. Like, they are just getting the fuck out of there. It's just like, and Usopp's just like, your words don't match your actions. And Nami's just like, you're one to talk, so. Page One and Ulti just immediately turn their attention to Usopp and Nami. So I guess that showdown is happening. Sanji's just like, Usopp, take care of Nami, keep her safe, which I'm surprised he's just fucking off, basically, continuing to go with Luffy. But all of a sudden, Luffy has his observation hockey on point, and because now he knows what Apu is capable of, he's able to guard against it. Before, he didn't know what Apu's ability was. But now that Killer has told him, hey, just cover your ears and his ability cannot affect you. It's just like, oh, he immediately notices Apu about to attack and he's just like, Sanji, cover your ears. And Apu lets out his slash and it does nothing. And Apu's just like, ah, okay, so you learn. Well, that's all well and good, but you can't really fight in silence. And he's right about that. You can't fight someone in complete silence. You have to be able to hear because not being able to hear in a moment's notice, that could get you killed. That could fuck up your day. We also come to find out that Apus had some, because he's the one who kind of introduced the numbers to a certain degree, but he has some kind of control over the numbers. And he's kind of devastated by the fact that, oh man, they weren't able to they weren't able to, they were taken out so easy despite the fact that they've taken down countless towns together. So, four of the five numbers here have been taken out. Um, Apu summons Hacha, who is the only ancient giant, well, artificial ancient giant, still up and about. Apu seems to have some kind of control over all of them, so that's interesting. But um, you know, Sanji and Luffy are making their way towards Apu, and they're just like, okay, Luffy wants to take Apu down. Sanji's just like, no, there's no end to all these guys that we're fighting. Let's keep moving. Frankie's just like, I don't know if I have enough cola. Jinbei is very cautious about all of this, but Hacha notices Frankie, specifically the Frankie Shogun, and he's just like, ooh, a toy. And without missing a beat, Jinbei's just like, okay then, Frankie, run out of here. Lead Hacha out of here. Because if that guy keeps smashing around in here, a fight between you two would destroy the samurai in here. They would not last long. So, I guess Frankie versus Hotja, which is just kind of like, he already took out one of the numbers with a radical beam. I don't know if this is much of a matchup, all things considered. Meanwhile, you know, Drake and Zoro are still clashing because, you know, Zoro still doesn't trust him. Zoro's still just like, okay, no, no, no. But as they continue to clash, Drake's just like, look, you winning suits my purposes. That's it. There you go. And Zoro's just like, okay, I can kind of sense that you're being honest about that. However, it's still kind of hard to tell where you stand. So it's more of a battle to just get a feel for each other. Honesty through combat. Only through that you're able to understand a man's true intentions. However, they both end up spotting Apu, and they both strike at him, with Apu just barely managing to dodge out of the way. With Apu being like, okay, so Drake, are you allying with the Straw Hats of all things? And if there's nothing else that Zoro and Drake can agree on, is that they don't like Apu. And they want to kick his ass. They've decided to team up to take down Apu. However, this is interrupted by some gunfire coming down. And not just any gunfire, Gatling gunfire, coming from Queen, who's very intent on taking Drake out. Like, he has a mad on for killing Drake. And the bullets that he's firing seem to be something specific that Drake notices. Now, we don't get an explanation for what these bullets are, and they could be one of two things. Either the special bullets that Queen has made, Mummy, which, have the plague bullets he has, or their sea prism stone bullets. But the way it affects one of the samurai that it strikes has to mean that it's one of his virus bullets, and Drake is catching on to that. Or it could be a combination of the two. Sea prism stone plague bullets. Ain't that a bitch? And I wouldn't put it past Queen, so it's hard to tell who's taking on who here. Is it going to be X Drake versus Queen and Zoro versus Apu, or vice versa? Meanwhile, as the rumble on top of Onigashima, continues on, we see Jack finally fall as Kaido steps in the way, not wanting them to kill him. And Kaido says something that took me kind of off guard. If Kaido finally steps in to the fight because he doesn't want one of his lead performers to get killed. He says he values Jack. Jack, meanwhile, is feeling kind of down on himself, like, no, I've failed you, Master Kaido. And, yo, I gotta give it to Kaido because he props Jack up. Jack has taken a lot of L's over the course of his introduction, but he's just like, hey, this defeat does not make you weak. They're just that strong, and we see in their full glory Sulong form, Inuarashi, and Nekomamushi. And man, I gotta tell you, Nekomamushi looks kind of whack and also kind of creepy in his Sulong form, but Inuarashi, you know, Nekomamushi looks kind of weird, but Inuarashi looks fierce. Like, man, he looks like a wolf. I'm loving Inuarashi here. But Jack is down for the count. A lot of the Beast Pirates up there are down for the count. One of the numbers is down, but also a lot of the Minks are down as well. Master Yomo got stabbed, and Sicilian looks tired as all shit. Like both sides are fucked. They're just fucked, and you have nothing but the scabbards, and you have nothing but Kaido. You know, 1 on 9, and that's it. And so, because of this, Kaido's just ready to finish things. He's just like, okay, with this, I can just wipe out the rest of you with one Boro breath. And he's just like, yeah, see how many of these you can dodge. And as he sends out his Boro breath, in comes Foxfire Kinemon, slicing through Kaido's fire breath with his flame rend. And he just cuts Kaido's fire in half, even slicing Kaido a little bit in the mouth. And it's just like, shit. Of course he could do that. We saw that chapters ago that he could do shit like that. And I wouldn't even be surprised if he learned how to do that specifically to take on Kaido. And he would have done that had it not been for the fact that Odin got sidetracked during the battle. Yeah, way back when Odin ended up being distracted by the old hag with the clone fruit, and he thought his son was in danger and he got distracted. Had it not been for that moment, and had Odin actually needed Kinemon to step in and help him out, Kinemon could have ended a moment's notice, but they never did because they were overwhelmed too fast. But in a 1 on 9 battle like this, they have a chance. Not to mention, when Kaido had mentioned that, hey, run, see how many of these Boro blasts you can dodge. Run away, little samurai. The 9 red scabbards are just like, run. Dude, all we've done up until this point is run. We're tired of running. We intend to die here. Emphasizing when they sunk the boats that this is a suicide mission. They intend fully to meet their end here, but they intend to take down Kaido in the process. This is their resolution. This is why they'll probably be able to fight harder than they ever have before because they don't have any intention of living to see tomorrow. They know that this might be their deathbed. They might be taken down here, but they want to do in Kaido in the process. And dude, that is such a mood. That's so amazing that it's just like, yo, let's go. Let's just go. Dude, I'm all for this. I just cannot wait to see this showdown start proper. The preliminary matches have ended. Everyone is just at their fullest, at their most powerful, at their most ready to fucking throw the fuck down, and I am all about this. And watch us not even see that in the next chapter, because I swear to fucking God. But My prediction for this is that they're going to give it their all. They're going to really fuck up Kaido. I really think they're going to fuck up Kaido, but Kaido's not going to be taken down completely. At the end of the day, they're going to weaken him but not defeat him. And then in comes Luffy to finish the job, actually managing to defeat Kaido, but only because it took 9 other dudes fucking Kaido up to actually manage to do any damage. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it because that's very shonen. But it also leads credibility to Kaido because, like, if it was just Luffy versus Kaido, fuck no, Luffy shouldn't win. With all the buildup we've given to Kaido, fuck no. But with Luffy's newfound ability for using armament haki, he has to at least get one shot off on Kaido. At least one shot. Hell, maybe even give Kaido another scar. Just like Odin gave Kaido the one scar, Luffy will give Kaido another, and Kaido will have no choice but to possibly retreat. And that way we can see the continuation of the throne war and all that, because be damned if you didn't build that up already. But, it's been an amazing ride. It's been an amazing ride with all of this action going on. I can't wait to see more, what other showdowns will happen, because you know, where's Carrot in all this? That's what I'm wondering. Where's Carrot? Because she up and disappeared. She was with the Straw Hats right up until we had that cover 2-page spread of them finally all together for the first time in the longest time, with Jinbei included, and Carrot seemed to have just fucked off into nowhere. Now I'm wondering, it's just like, Carrot, where the hell did you go? But, but, that's not all the Straw Hats. What's Robin doing right now? Where's Chopper? What are they up to? And what's Who's Who doing? What about Black Maria? We have a lot of unknown, unused entities out there. What's going on with Marco and Sparrow? A lot of things are happening here that we haven't been updated on for a couple of chapters, and I can't wait to see that. But I've run on long enough at the mouth for this. I'm already past the 20-minute mark, and if you're still listening to this, thank you so much for joining me. I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. If you've liked this video, leave me a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike. Subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want my next One Piece chapter review, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, stay well, stay safe, and stay under the protection of the full moon. Bye-bye.